Hey everyone, welcome back to the Figure Bit channel. We're going to be taking a look at the 1/6 scale Sideshow Collectibles Batman figure. I do love the bats flying on the side there of the Batman name. That's a very cool touch. Some cool artwork of Batman on the back of the box. And here he is out of the box, looking absolutely fantastic. Sideshow have made quite a few 1/6 scale Batman figures now, but this, I believe, was the first. And it's very much their chance to kind of put together a tribute to some of the most well-known and some of the most beloved graphic novels, different artists' take on the character. I like what they did with this. They gave you two head sculpts, one with long ears and one with the short ears. Obviously this is the short ear version, which I think works really, really well. I do like the blue and the grey look with the black bat symbol and that nice classic kind of yellow of the belt. It reminds me of something I used to have on my wall when I was a kid in the 80s. It was this kind of cutout, movable kind of poster of Batman where you could move the at the knees and at the elbows and at the head. You could kind of move the direction of the arms, but it was just something that went on your wall. I had one for the Hulk as well. Any 80s kids out there, if you remember what they were called, or if you had one, let me know in the comments. But it was the blue and grey look for Batman, so I kind of grew up with that on my wall. So it's nice to see this. I do prefer the look of some of the later versions Sideshow have done, the more kind of black and grey look, but this is really nice, and the cape is fantastic and it hangs over his shoulders perfectly, as you can see, but it's been designed in a way where you can also have it come forward around the body and get that really cool, brooding, moody Batman look, which, you know, if you know me, I love that. So really grateful that they put some thought into the cape design on this. Very well done. The gauntlets look fantastic as well. Let's get a close-up look. Really nice work on his boots. There is a separation so that you can get extra pivot forward and back, so you can get him in some really good fighting stances thanks to the articulation in the ankles. But I do love the colour of that blue. It really stands out. It contrasts nicely against the material used for the grey parts. And the belt of all its various compartments. The choice of that yellow contrasts beautifully against the blue. And check out those fins on the gauntlets, they're very sharp looking. Very well done. We check out the bulk of the body that Sideshow chose to use here, which I'm very pleased with, because in my personal collection, and if you know my collection, I do have quite a few Batman figures, and none of them really have this kind of muscle tone to them. This is very comic book kind of looking and quite satisfying. It doesn't really hinder any of the articulation. I've also reviewed him on my channel. I haven't actually uploaded that yet, but that will be coming up on the channel soon, and I had a great time posing him. Love the design of the bat symbol on the chest. I think the material looks great. Love the way the bat symbol looks against it. Now, getting a close look at this head sculpt, and do really like it. The other head sculpt has longer ears and a more kind of aggressive expression, a lot more anger in the brow, but you can interchange both mouth plates between the two heads, so you can mix and match to whatever suits you best. I do think the white eyes are a bit too small for my liking, just a little bit bigger, maybe just a bit wider would have worked for me. And also the skin tone on the mouth plates is a bit yellowy also, but that could be corrected. If it was my figure, I'd probably take a paintbrush to it and do it myself, or send it off to someone who's a lot more skilled and they could do it. But I do have a few Sideshow pieces, but mainly statues. Ventured into figures a little bit with Freddy and Jason, and soon to be released Michael Myers. Hopefully I'll get him. But yeah, Sideshow, you know, not always the best bodies in my experience. I have the Catwoman that they've done from this line here, and those were very fragile. But this one, the male body, this big muscle body they're using here, that's a different kettle of fish. This feels very tough. Alright, so now I have changed the head sculpts to the long ear version with the really aggressive mouth plate, and brought the cape around to get that cool kind of very creepy look, and he does look quite creepy as he comes around there. So very versatile. You can really kind of come up with your own look. I love figures like that let you just get on with it, and you can come up with your own individual display. I think I'm actually going to change the mouth plate to the more neutral, because I think that'll work better with this. But it does look good. So we have long ears with the more neutral mouth plate, and that looks a lot better, I think. Yeah, that looks good. That looks really good. Now with the long-eared head sculpt with this mouth plate, he takes on more of a heroic look, whereas before he looked quite frightening, and I think it's really cool that you can get both of those feels with one figure. So I gotta say hats off to Sideshow on this one, especially if it was their first Batman 1/6 scale figure. It is a cool one, and with everything that they give you, it is possible to come up with some really drastically different looks from another friend of yours who may own the same figure. You know, there's a lot you can do with this. I've really enjoyed my time with it. It's gonna go to a good home. Whoever you are, enjoy him, because he's a beast. This has been Dean Knight, and I have been your host here at the Figure Pit. Don't forget you can sell and trade figures with us. Check us out on our website at www.thefigurepit.com. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you did, drop a like on it. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Check us out on Instagram. Take it easy, guys. See you soon. Bye-bye.